I'm 16, and for the past year, I have been best friends with a girl who was previously my crush. We grew closer together, and the desire for a romantic relationship faded into a non-romantic love for the majority of the school year. We remained best friends. Everyone knew us as a couple, and we would constantly brag at how proud we were to have a successful boy-to-girl friendship without any confusion that is normally present in a relationship like that. The day after the school year ended, she blocked me on all social media, and for the entire 1-month holiday break, the only contact... This is so hard to read now that my monitor fell down because everything's further down. Let me try to move this up. The only contact we have had is through friends and through short messages. From what she has told me, she has no desire to ever be friends with me again and doesn't want to speak with me again. This has really been difficult for me and has caused some severe anxiety. I'm not sure what I should do at this point, as I have lost a girl who I love the most in the world and have no answers as to what I could have done. I'm wondering what event could have triggered something like this and whether it would have any relation to her wanting to be more than just friends. First of all, I'm thinking back to when I was like your age. I didn't tell anyone that I loved them. I mean, I also wasn't allowed to date, so I really didn't have any boyfriends at the time. But that need to be so young, that need while at such a young age to tell people that you love them, I feel like, just reading into things, maybe you need to love yourself more and find friends that do actually love you, or cousins, or some real love outside of relationships. Because in my opinion, relationships at that age are pretty, they're incapable of love, real love, of what you deserve and what you should be accustomed to when it comes down to somebody telling you that they love you. There should be certain behaviors, certain sacrifices that one makes, loyalty. Like, there's a lot that comes with telling someone that you love them. It's not just a word, and it's not just like, oh, I think I love you, because I've never experienced it before. And then that brings me to my next point, is that you're only 16 years old. I think it's a good thing to learn now how to separate from people and how to deal with breakups and how to deal with somebody ghosting you, or how to deal with being uncomfortable and rejected, or whatever it may be that you're feeling right now. Those are like very fundamental feelings to get used to and adapt to and learn to accept. Because as an adult, you're going to need to understand how to handle all of those emotions, how to handle the actions that others bring onto you. And now, also, okay, in high school, there's a lot of kids that are too embarrassed and don't have the courage to speak up and tell each other that you like each other. You guys are young, okay? Live your lives. If you see somebody that you like, go on and tell them that you like them, if that's what you just feel like you gotta do. Serge the Great, thank you for the Prime sub. Ay. But as I'm saying, like, I just remember after high school, I remember having the confidence to finally ask people, like, did you like me in high school, or was I just kind of hallucinating? Like, was I just dreaming it up in my head? And then they'd be like, yeah, I did. And then I'd be kind of bummed out, because it's like, well, why the hell didn't you ask me out? Why didn't you take me to, like, homecoming or this or that or whatever? Like, what the heck is going on? So I think that you guys should try and be a little bit more bold if you are currently experiencing a crush on somebody at your school or in your city or whatever. Maybe just find a way to get to know them and actually hint. Now, you don't have to, like, go out there and be like, Kenny Smith, I love you! Like, no, okay? Because those fears that you have in high school, they are validated by how mean your peers can be, okay? those type of events are very intimidating because somebody will literally take all of your emotions and play with them and shit on you and all that. So those things are real, so you should protect yourself in that way. But don't be afraid to ask someone on a date or go to spend time with them or make them your lab partner or whatever it is that you feel you got to do to start approaching your crush. And you already have a friendship with this person, so if you really do like them, I would just be honest with them. But if they've moved on and they found somebody else, let them go off and be somewhere else, because likely they were only trying to be close to you for attention, and you deserve better than that. Okay, the next question. I'm answering questions only from Discord, by the way. And it says, "Hey Adept, how can I build some confidence? I love the streams and the YouTube content." Thank you, Bubblegum. The way that I built confidence was, one, by figuring out who I want to be and the ways that I want to treat people. That was the number one biggest factor in the person that, in becoming confident in the person that I am and the person that I'm constantly trying to become. Because I knew that at the end of the day, if I was leaving behind this legacy of making people feel happy and making them feel good about themselves and appreciated and loved, then that was going to matter more than anything else in the world. All of that was going to matter more than the size of my waist or the size of my boobs or my butt or how attractive my face was to the common person. All of that was going to mean way more than anything else in this world, at least to me. So I knew that no matter, like, all the attacks, because you know, it's very obvious that I put myself out there a lot on social media, on Twitch, so I hear a lot of shitty comments all the damn time about how I look, how my body looks, how they want me to look, how they wish I looked, it's just everything, okay? And the thing is that I know at the end of the day, all that hate that they're spreading is just, it's a result of the world that they've experienced so far. And I want to change that for all the people that I come into contact with. I want that to be something that diminishes, like, into nothing. I don't think it will ever get there where humans will all just start being nice to each other and stop taking out and projecting their insecurities onto others. I don't think that's ever gonna happen, but if I can try to start changing that slowly, like one person at a time, then I think it matters, and that's just what I want to do, because if I don't, who will? So when you have those core values and you know yourself as a person, nobody can tell you anything about yourself that is going to really hold you down for long. But now, if you want to just talk straight up about physical, working out used to give me crazy confidence, especially dancing. Like, when you're dancing in the mirror, whether you're at Zumba class or just in your room, and you got on this cute outfit, like, you'll be surprised how much you really start falling in love with your own body. Now, if you can't dance, then maybe just finding clothes that fit you properly can really boost your confidence. Make sure the lighting in your room or where you look in the mirror is good. Get a mirror that is good. There are mirrors that can literally, like, okay, I'm not gonna say which store it is, but there are mirrors, they're full-length body mirrors from a certain department store, and they literally warp the way that you look. They're cheap mirrors, and yes, I understand that maybe you just want the effect in your house, but they literally do warp the way that you look. And I see it, and I don't know how so many girls have these in their closets, in their homes, like whatever it is. I don't know. Yeah, it's like IRL Photoshop. So just always try to set yourself up for feeling better. Now, learn, like, for example, there's this store, I won't say the name of that either, but their dressing rooms have terrible lighting. It is like this tiny little pothole light in the ceiling, and it drops straight down on you, and it's very dim and dark, and it accentuates the worst parts of anyone's bodies that no one wants to look at. It starts making your face look all weird and ugly, okay? There are stores that do that. don't sit and spend hours trying on clothes there. And if you do, like, don't pay attention to the way the light is attracting and hitting all those things. Just focus on, does this fit my body nice? Yes? No? Okay. Then decide from there. But those are my tips. So hopefully somewhere in there, something inspired you to find out where your confidence is going to come from. And good luck. Adept, what's the smoothest way to slide into a girl's DM? Joy emoji. I don't know. I really don't know. I've never, I mean, my ex, I think is the only guy, because I've only ever dealt with long-term relationships, and I was like 17 and he DM'd me, or I was 18 when we got together, I think. I was 18 and he had DM'd me, but I don't even remember what he said, if I'm being honest with you. I really don't know. How do you guys approach people's DMs? Show her your bank account? Please don't do that. Anytime somebody sends me a screenshot of their bank account, I just automatically assume that it's fake. And also, it's very weird, because why do I want to interact with you for your bank account? Is that really the interaction that you want from me? That's just weird. I practice stuff on Tinder and see what works. I love that. Just be chill and don't be such an obvious simp. Yeah, that's the thing. When you approach a girl's DMs, I know that, like, shooting your shot and telling them that they're the absolute perfection, most beautiful person in the whole, like, if you're approaching a girl like that, they're just automatically gonna assume that you're telling that to every girl in the whole wide world, okay? You have to go in and just be real, like, cool and casual, and just be original. Say something that comes to your mind. It's really hard to tell you what to say, because the thing that shines when you're single is your originality. And don't send dick pics. That's illegal. Girls giving advice on how to get girls when the only thing that matters is being attractive. I mean, that's your way of saying it. It's not wrong for some people. It's really not. But if you're, I don't know, you just sound so, like, bitter and upset. You sound like those guys that are like that one, oh god, I'm not even gonna say, but you just sound like the entitled guys that think that girls should like you for what you want them to like you for. And in reality, not every girl is the same. Not every guy is the same. Some guys and some girls will literally only like you based on your level of attractiveness. And that's it. Yeah, like, that's a true insult thing. I'm a college freshman. I've been feeling kind of shitty because college is boring as hell. And like, I don't feel I'm going anywhere. I like volunteering at a local robotics team, which is cool, but that's mostly because I really enjoyed it in high school and am low-key just dwelling on the good times I had there. Because we had no sports team, I was low-key a robot Chad, which was amazing. I felt so popular. College has been a big change from that, and I lost touch with a lot of my good friends. I also have been streaming because I enjoy entertaining people and it helps me feel connected, but it's discouraging when not many people watch. I just honestly am confused where I'm going and feel like I'm only treading water waiting for something good to happen. I'm a mechanical engineering student. I think that if you're beginning to feel that way, inspiration isn't just going to, like, pop up into your room and be like, I'm here! This is what you're meant to be doing with your life! Oh! Like, I wish it were that easy, but it's just not that easy. Again, I feel like this comes back to a confidence thing. One, you don't sound very confident in the things that you do, in what you want to do. And like I told the other person, you have to find out what your, okay, now, so the other one was personal, right? But then you could have professional. What are your core goals as a professional? Or what do you want to do with your life that is productive? It can be anything. I think a lot of the times people feel stumped and lost and confused and don't know what they want to do with their lives. They really do kind of know what they want to do, but they're too damn afraid to dream it because they feel like they're never going to achieve it, and others make them doubt that they're never going to achieve it, and so they're too embarrassed to admit that that's what they want to do with their lives. They're too ashamed or embarrassed or just discouraged to really say I want to be a rock star. I want to be a musician. I want to be an actor. So I have a strong feeling that whatever it is you really want to do is something artistic and creative, and you're just too embarrassed or too scared to admit that to anyone. And dreams don't pay the bills. I didn't say that dreams pay the bills. You can work a job and you can do so many things, find a side hustle while you pursue what it is that you want to dream and achieve to dream, and what it is that you want to do with your life. And you can find a way to pay your bills. If it's that important to you and you're that passionate about it, you have to act on your passions. And I hope that you all know, all of you that are watching this, I so badly wish and want for you all to just pursue and find your passions and to not be held back and held down by those things. I think that that's one of the most amazing things in the world, is to just be able to do that and find a way. And the reason why I feel so strongly about wanting and wishing that other people would do it is because that was something I couldn't do for so many years of my life. So many years of my life I was just man, I really want to be an actress. I really want to be a singer. But I was too afraid to really admit that to people. But I knew that that was all I ever wanted to do with my life. Now, granted, I cannot sing, but I didn't even take lessons. I didn't force, I didn't force my parents to recognize that's what I wanted to do with my life. I didn't force myself to be serious about it because I was ashamed, and then somebody said, oh, your dreams don't pay bills. That was basically me. I was well, this sucks. What I really need to do is go to school. What I really need to do is that. What I really need to do is this. So that's something that is very dear to my heart, is watching people genuinely pursue their passions.